I do have ideas. I have a prequel idea and a sequel idea.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Paranoids. Today we're taking our first foray into the abandoned town of Shelby Oaks.
Cannot tell you how much I enjoyed this movie.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Gray.
I was so excited because the last time that we talked at San Diego Comic-Con, like I hadn't seen it, and you were dropping all these really good tips that you had gotten about the process from Mike Flanagan, what David Sandberg told. And so this is going to be like a spoiler-free interview. I really want people to experience this all as cold as possible. Within the first few minutes of the movie, I was like, oh, cool, a found footage movie. And then I went, oh my God, no, it's not. You flip the script, and what impresses me the most is that it really does have an impressive and surprising structure. Can you talk about figuring out the structure, which is not just a found footage movie? It shifts gears hard, and it's really effective.
Well, that's I'm so happy to hear that, Gray. Thank you. Your opinion means a lot to me. I wanted to, I've always been a fan of found footage. I think it ever since a kid in middle school, he ran into our class in, I think it was sixth or seventh grade, and he was like, guys, 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 I went and saw the Blair Witch Project. I counted how many F words there are. They said it like 180 times. And he was just so obsessed with that. And I was like, wow, you're allowed to say the F word in movies that much at the time. I was so, amazed. And a lot of kids at my school thought it was real. This is
Yes.
the internet very much in its infancy and not really a powerful tool yet for us. And so, it had the best marketing campaign of all time. And every time since then that I've watched a found footage movie or a mock doc, like Noroi or Lake Mungo, which are my two biggest inspirations, I've always thought to myself, the characters in these movies, they are aware of the cameras. They know the cameras are there. They're talking to camera, they're talking to the camera people. And I just love the idea of also introducing cameras that the characters are not aware of that allow us to play around with, the cinematography and the structure of the movie. And I was thinking to myself also, every time we watch a found footage film or a Lake Mungo or a Noroi, we are in on the joke. We know it's fiction. And so why can't we play around? And then it became a challenge of can I play around while also making the story feel linear and cohesive in some way where it doesn't feel like you don't understand what's going on. And those are like how it initially kind of started.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense, and I think it works so well because you think you know what it is, and then when you don't, it becomes as disorienting and upsetting as you're going to find for the rest of the film. And I was
Good.
like, yes, Chris, go! Like I was, oh, awesome. It actually made me look at some of your old reviews
Mm.
because I was like, what are the movies over the course of like your great Halloween specials and stuff that you note are really influential to you? And as I was going through them, I was like, I see it, I see it, I see it. I'll give you an example. Like you reviewed Stir of Echoes.
Love Stir of Echoes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned in that review that Stir of Echoes kind of got overshadowed by Sixth Sense.
Yes.
And I was sort of like, what an interesting time for you, because I don't think that Shelby Oaks is going to get overshadowed. I think a rising tide lifts all boats because this is a dope year for horror.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. I was talking to, I'm really good friends with C. Robert Cargill, who wrote Black
Ah,
Phone 2. And, we're coming out a week after him. And we had this really candid conversation about how it's like, let's just support each other. There's no reason that, the horror community is the best community in the world. It's like one of the last fandoms that isn't like completely awful to be a part of. They're so inviting, and they love everybody, and they love all different types of weird, effed up movies. But I just posted a review for Bone Lake today. Tomorrow I'm posting a review for Good Boy. I'm sure I'll do one for Black Phone 2 and VHS Halloween as well. And so like I'm literally going to be reviewing what you could say is quote unquote like my competition, like and telling people to go see it. And because I don't want there to be this sort of gateway where it's like, well, my thing's the only thing. I think that's BS.
I love that, and it makes me really happy as a fan because the vibe is right, and it. I'm excited. I'm excited for all those movies, and have seen and will be excited to tell everyone about all of them. And
Yeah.
they're very different, so
Hmm.
it's not, it isn't competition. Another one of your reviews that it made me rediscover my love of the movie, which is one of the reasons your channel's always been so great, is The Others.
Oh my God, love that film. Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
right. Because I actually took a note of how you had put it. You called it a fantastically constructed jigsaw.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, that's good, Chris. Um, because I feel like that also comes into play with your film. And I see now why everybody in their reviews from like Fantasia and stuff have said like it definitely feels like a film critic that knows the genre had a hand in making this. I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, because I could relate this to The Others, where you think you kind of know, but you also really don't.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's I think that's kind of the goal of for a lot of filmmakers, especially in the genre space of can you present some kind of expectation, whether or not it's a red herring or it's just a mystery that feels like it's leading you in a certain direction and then pull the rug out from under you. And I think the idea is that when you pull out the rug, that it's not like a oh and more of a oh. You know.
and a huge part of that realization noise is in your star, Camille.
Mm. Oh my God. Amazing.
Wow, did you like home run for casting? Because I was like immediately like, I have never seen someone look so afraid.
Yeah.
And I was deeply unsettled by her performance. She's unbelievable.
I agree. She is a masterful actor. She's been around for a very long time. If you look at her IMDb, she's a pro, absolutely prolific in regards to the amounts of TV and movies she's done, but she just hasn't gotten a lot of lead roles. And I saw a film she did called Hunter x Hunter, which came out during COVID. It was with Devon Sawa, and it was very good. And she was a standout. And this is exactly what happened. I kid you not. The credits of the movie are rolling. I saw it at home. Like I said, COVID. The credits of the movie are rolling, and I am texting our producer Aaron Kuntz, and I'm saying, whoever this Camille Sullivan is, she's our Mia. And he reached out to her. We gave her an offer. We did not audition her. I met with her 2 times over Zoom, and she was cast. And she just and she also laid the groundwork for a very successful shoot because on day one, I'm a first-time filmmaker, basically, for all intents and purposes. Most people are potentially on the crew looking at me, wondering if I'm going to be a madman or a tyrant or some, stupid YouTuber who doesn't know what he's talking about. Camille comes in and just is so good on take one and is great on take two and is continuously great for the whole day that you could tell the crew was like, okay, this is like a real movie. And she really helped everyone, I think, feel like we were making a film and not just like hanging out shooting some sketch. And
Mm,
that really laid the groundwork for the rest of the shoot. Her level of professionalism, how dedicated she was. Because when
yeah.
when an actress comes in and before the cameras are even rolling, she has tears in her eyes. It just sets the mood. Everyone really gets into play.
I'm very happy that you shot her in the film the way that you did because I just couldn't rip my eyes off of her. And it made the film for me because so much depends on her character.
Yes.
And,
I
she's
agree.
amazing.
I agree. I am so lucky to have her in the movie.
Um, there has to be in your mind a continuation of this tale because like I'm not done with this story and you as a filmmaker and what's your dream here?
I do have ideas. I have a prequel idea and a sequel idea.
Yes.
The Without getting into any spoilers, the prequel idea would be kind of the origins of actually my shirt, the amusement park, and and,
Yes. Oh my
and
God, that makes me so happy.
thank you. And the sequel idea, again, without getting into spoilers, what I'll say is my idea is very Halloween too, in that It's like it would start literally like right when this one ends. And like now what kind of is sort of where my brain's at. But also I'm happy with it just ending right here and being a complete story, and that's fine too.
Well, listen, as long as you're going to make another film, then I'm fine with it too. I will let this go if you promise that you're going to keep doing this stuff because clearly you have taken your love of movies and you have truly translated it into another talent, which
Thank
is
you, Ray.
yeah, which isn't, and I don't normally blow smoke in these interviews because it's kind of a creepy vibe, but I mean it, and I was excited. I have to get out of here, which breaks my heart, but I did want to ask you just a couple of dumb, like little detail questions,
Sure.
because like,
Let me wipe the tears from my eyes from your compliments.
dude, seriously, I'm not kidding. My husband walked in and I was like, Chris did it, man. I'm really proud of him.
Thank you.
And okay, there's like a great drone shot of Shelby Oaks, and it's like
Yes.
this really freaky, overgrown, but Shelby Oaks is not a real place.
Correct.
Was that like stock footage that you pulled for the movie or
No.
what?
No, so there's no CGI in that shot. That is a 3 block radius of abandoned homes in Cleveland.
Oh,
We just went there. All of that is real. It's called Elderwood is the sort of area. It is a very dangerous spot. We did have to have police escort,
mm.
and we did have a man walk up to us. He was wearing a tool belt filled with wrenches and screwdrivers, and he was like, "Hey, man, you need anything fixed?" And I'm like, "No, sir, but thank you very much."
Like, I'm good. Thank you. That's so
Yes.
kind of you.
I got this idea for a slasher movie immediately about like a crazy tool man who like kills people with all of his rusty screwdrivers.
And also, by the way, excellent YouTube comment account names.
Yes,
What
guess
is
what?
tell me.
Those are all backers.
Oh, yes. Oh my
Yeah,
God, that's great. Because I wrote them down because I was like, these are awesome. And that is obviously a world you know so well.
yes.
I I have to go. I don't want to though. Enjoy this press day and just bask in all of this. I can't wait for the movie to open and like, yay.
Thank you, Gray. I appreciate it so
And
much.
thanks everybody for setting this up. And I'll talk to you again.
We'll
I'm gonna
talk soon.
You live alone out here?